show something quickly? Okay, good. I just wanted to confirm that all the people sitting in this room are adults. Makes it safe to say my speech is all about a particular four-letter word. Now, Panma looks a bit amused, so let me ask him what word did he have in mind? Come on, you can think of many four-letter words. I can't talk about that. Anyone else who had a different four-letter word?
Love, life.
Wow, fish.
Luck.
Okay, good. So, you're right. My speech is all about love. And fellow Toastmasters and dear friends, today I'm going to impress upon you why not to fall in love. So, let me build my case. Argument number one, there's nothing rational about love. As engineers, we are trained to be reason makers, but to quote Alain de Botton, you can either be logical or you can be in love. Because only when you are in love, you will feel that the dinner at Waterfront costing $2,500 is priceless. Only when you are in love, you will feel that a long pause in which two people are only staring into each other's eyes is a meaningful conversation. And only when you are in love, you can appreciate the following scenario. So, imagine a couple are taking a stroll through Shoppers Stop, and the girl chances upon a beautiful soft toy of Kung Fu Panda. And the girl goes, "Oh, he's so cute." Now, any rational, normal human being at this point of time would think, this toy is okay, but if Po actually had a look at it, he might commit suicide. But the guy, remember, he's in love. So what does he think? Yeah, baby, if you think so. And at that point, the girl says, let's buy it. Now, this is the moment when the guy gets a sudden jolt into reality, because that thing is going to cost him a lot. So he kind of stutters. But don't you think it's a bit overpriced? But by this time, that panda is already in the girl's lap. And she just says, "Oh, he's so cute." And that puts all thoughts to rest. The next thing you know, the panda is sitting on this guy's credit card statement, and he thinks he's beautiful too. So, moving on to argument number two. Love is synonymous to loss. Now, we've already established in the first part that you begin by losing a bunch of your bank balance on exotic purchases. Very soon, you also lose your sleep. Now, people who could safely wake up till late in Saturday afternoon suddenly realize that they are up at 4 a.m. in the morning. If any one of you is suffering from the same, it's called morning madness. And unfortunately, there is no cure available for it. Next, you start losing out on a bunch of other stuff. You lose your hobbies because being in a relationship is like having a second job with a fairly demanding boss in place. You also start losing out on your friends because primarily they are single, and secondly, they are not as high on love as you are. And then you start losing out on a bunch of other things, like you lose your choice, sense of choice. You lose your voice because you cannot express discontent. You lose your favorite book, you lose your favorite drink, you even lose your appetite at times. And that's why the sages say, in love, you are totally lost. Moving on to argument number three. Now, love, and in order to appreciate this, try thinking about your first crush or your first love. Love consumes the individual. If you ever have experienced this phase in your life, you would agree love is a very complex and overpowering emotion. It makes us numb to the external world. We lose our ability to stay in the present imperfect tense, and we want to live in the future perfect tense. And love brings out an interesting set of existential questions for us. Questions such as, who am I really? What do I want to do in this life? And perhaps the most important one of them all, which was something like this. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. And she loves me not. Now, the fact is, love makes us vulnerable. Our happiness, our faith, even our existence rests in somebody else's hands. And for a while, love makes us dangerously happy. But as the sages tell us, happiness is always followed with sadness. So, when this fickle love moves on, you're either left with a tepid marriage or with a broken heart. So, let us just agree that perhaps love is just nature's way of tricking us into procreation, and it is society's way of getting rid of our extra cash. Hence, I request all of you, do not fall in love. There's nothing logical about it. Do not fall in love, because by the end of it, you'll perhaps have lost everything. And do not fall in love, because you'll never be your old self again. And perhaps most important of it all, just like any other fall, you'll eventually be down on your knees, and then before you know it, flat on the ground. Thank you.